What is good, consistent gains fam? It's your boy Clifford, Shockley. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm coming to you guys with a video on how to stay motivated. Motivation is the key to success. Quick funny story before we get into the video. So, back when I was in MSC school, right? You had this one, I was a corporal Shockley at the time. And you had this one staff sergeant. He was, I guess, a prior drill instructor and whatnot. And we was in the class. It just got to the school and everything. You know, everybody's like knew it and like excited to be at the school and whatnot. Well, this new staff sergeant came in and everybody was introducing themselves. So he gets up in front of the class and he goes,
"Motivation is the key to success."
So he had a Jamaican accent and whatnot. I know how to do a Jamaican accent, but I was just trying to be more serious because that's what he was doing there or whatever. But he got up there and said that, and I feel like maybe a couple days later, we never seen him again. That means he got dropped from the class. And it was pretty funny to everyone because all we remembered, I still remember to this day, is him getting up there and saying, "Motivation is the key to success." And obviously, for his situation, it was not, because, I don't know, they sent him home for that. Nah, they probably didn't send him home just because of that. They sent him home probably because due to some other stuff that we didn't have any parts of knowing about. It was his personal life or whatnot. Anyway, but yeah. So this video is about motivation and how to stay motivated, all right? So I'm gonna start off by telling you that motivation is definitely wavering. I feel like motivation is an emotion. It's like emotion. It's like, it can change. It can change like moods and everything like that. I don't look at motivation as always being 100% there, because it's impossible to be always motivated. But I'm gonna tell you a bunch of different ways, well, a couple different ways that you guys can stay motivated for a consistent range of motivation, anywhere from like 75% to 100%. These are ways that I stay motivated, so I'm gonna tell you guys, and hopefully you guys can add them to your arsenal, give them a try, and hopefully they work for you. So number one is gonna be, you have to always remember why you started in the first place and what your end goal is. So remembering these things will help you stay motivated, because you know why you're doing it. If you're just doing stuff, you're not gonna know why you're doing it. I've talked about that in previous videos, but it's true. It's like, dang, why am I lacking motivation? Because you forgot why you were doing what you're doing. So what you need to do is go back to your vision board or your plan that you have laid out for yourself and remind yourself, like, okay, I'm doing this for my kids. I'm doing this because I want that top spot in my job. I'm doing this because I want to be the best version of myself. And doing that, I will be able to run a marathon. You know what I'm saying? So keeping that goal in your mind, because this is how we are as humans. We are driven by a prize, and a prize for us is a goal we set for ourselves. So don't ever forget that. And I'm also gonna add a little bit in there. Don't ever forget where you came from, because if you remember where you came from, I'm not saying stay there. I'm not saying you gotta be there. Just never forget it, because me growing up in poverty allowed me to never be in poverty again. So that is a thing that I use to motivate me to keep going and to never give up. Even if I'm like struggling, having a bad day every once in a while, then I'll be like, wow, you know, it can be way worse. I've been there before. I'm stronger than that, you know? So you never forget where you came from. That don't mean you need to go back there. That don't mean you need to go back to that place, leave that in the past. But remember what you learned from being in that position. People that were never in that position, never struggled, are people who always are comfortable with life and don't know how to deal with stress. So don't be one of those people. Don't be one of those people. Number two, you gotta become disciplined. Because when you're disciplined, even when motivation wavers, you're disciplined, and the habits that you have made for yourself will kick in. If you're a disciplined person, it really don't matter what life throws at you. You're just gonna push through it regardless. No matter what's going on, that discipline will make you get to that end goal no matter what. Just like they want to instill discipline in people in the military, because it's all about mission accomplishment at the end of the day. I don't care what's going on with everyone. Everyone has these little problems. I don't care about that. I don't care about this. I don't care. The end goal is what you're aiming for. And discipline is what gets you there. Discipline and consistency is what gets you there. Motivation wavers. And you're going to be motivated some days you won't be. But the thing is, if you're disciplined, plus the motivation, you'll be at another level. So becoming disciplined will help you stay motivated in a way. That's how I look at it. Because if you are just consistently pushing yourself over and over and over again, and it becomes a habit to you, then you will be able to motivate other people, because you have that motivation within yourself because of the discipline that you have instilled in yourself. So make sure you are holding yourself accountable and becoming a disciplined person in the process. I know I said discipline like a billion times, but that's what I want to drive in there. I want to drive that home and just explain it in a lot of different ways. But yeah, so that's another one. And number 3 is, I think this is the biggest one. This is one thing I noticed with myself a lot too. Probably a lot of successful folks have seen themselves in this type of light. So the third one is going to be, you got to know how to get yourself up out of the slumps, because there are going to be times when your motivation is like on a 5 out of 100, 5% out of 100%. And you can be like, why am I feeling like this, man? Don't stay there. You gotta figure out exactly what brings you to that state and get up out of that state instantly. Because once you're there and you like, all right, today's gonna be an unproductive day, that's when you fail. You gotta figure out what's your trigger and what makes you get out of that situation and that state of mind. Because changing your state of mind will change your reality and change your focus and make you in a whole different mood by just changing your mind. So you got to figure out what works for you in that situation. And that comes from evaluating yourself and seeing what you're doing wrong and what you're lacking and why you are in those slumps. What caused it? You see that, and then you fix the problem, because there's a problem that caused that. And then now you will go into those slumps a lot less, and you'll be able to get yourself out of them a lot faster. So work on that portion of it, and that'll help you stay motivated a lot more. So that's something I've done. All this stuff I'm telling you guys in this video is stuff that I've done, and I'm still learning. And as I learn, I will be providing it with you guys, help all of us get consistent gains in fitness and in life, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so those are my top 3, I guess, guidelines when it comes to staying motivated, If you feel like I missed something, leave it down below. I'm starting all these little motivational mentoring type videos for you guys to get you guys in the mindset of how we all can help each other by giving the knowledge to each other. So I put this out here. Comment down below if you feel like I missed something, or just to tell us what you are doing to stay motivated. So one thing I learned today is be sure you check your weights when you are weightlifting, powerlifting, whatever you're doing, lifting weights in general, because I thought I had 335 on the bar, but I actually had 345, and I was moving it, and it was misloaded. 55 was on one side, and there was a 45 on the other side. So be sure to check your weights. Powerlifting Chronicles, Calisthenics to Powerlifting Chronicles, episode 2 or tip 2 or whatever. I'm learning a lot. Let's get it. thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share, and all that good stuff. Make sure you guys stay safe. And see you guys in the next one. Peace.